Okay, we were muted. Good thing I saw that. We are finally live. We are running behind.
Why is my hair struggling?
I don't know. I was listening to something and I was falling asleep. And then I was like, oh man, it's almost time to start the live. So.
And I'm just sick today, so I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, ShiAnne's not feeling well.
I don't know how long I'll be able to stay in here.
I forgot to schedule the live.
Oh.
So yeah, there's that. But hopefully people will still see that we're live. Some
I
of the
mean, they
regulars
know that we do it every...
Yeah. And do they recognize we've changed our name?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. We changed our name. I'm excited. I saw a video from Linda who tagged us. She got her journal today. That's exciting.
Yay.
Yeah. Alrighty. What do we do? Oh, shoot.
Bang, bang.
I was going to do something and I didn't get it ready. Okay. Now I'm going to have to do it on the fly.
I like to fly. Well, actually, I've never flown, so I wouldn't know. Why isn't it coming out? There we go.
Okay.
Filling my pencil.
Oh, we have some some hellos. We have Janice and Brandon and Linda. Hi, everybody.
They weren't here for the bit where you said we were running late.
We're running late. There you go. Now you're caught up.
Yeah. Well, also I said I was sick. Now they're officially caught up.
I was going to make... all right. On Thursday is Utah State holiday.
It is?
Yeah, it is. It's called Days of 47 or Pioneer Day.
Oh.
And so I was going to look up some questions to ask ShiAnne as a part of our thing to see how she does. I totally forgot them. So now these are not going to be pre-vetted.
Oh dear.
20 Utah trivia questions ranks from easiest to hardest.
Oh no. Why'd you have to do this on a day I'm sick?
Because I didn't expect you to be sick.
That's fair. Neither did I. I was fine last night. I woke up sick this morning.
That's supposed to be an easy one.
What?
Before a career in politics, that would include stints as governor, senator, and governor of the state of Massachusetts, and a Republican representative hopeful. What American politician co-founded and consulted for Bain Capital? Yeah, that's how I feel.
You've heard I didn't even process any of the
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, it's basically asking a political question, and the answer
I don't know anything about politics. Are you kidding?
These are not easy. So that one, the answer is Mitt Romney. I'm guessing you may have vaguely in passing heard his name at best. Okay. The next question, what is the code for Utah's largest airport, which is also second westernmost hub of Delta Airlines? I'll give you a hint. What city is the airport in?
Unicorn
City. It says SLC for Salt Lake City.
What's the Utah state bird?
Do you know the Utah state bird?
No.
I was hoping that things like that would be on here. This is a stupid thing. Let's try.
I don't actually know much about Utah in general.
We'll do this one. As far as the Utah state bird, if I'm not mistaken, it is the seagull.
Oh. I'm gonna have to look that up to
And
verify them.
hi, Angela. Welcome. We've missed you the last couple of weeks.
Angela's here?
Yes.
Did she do the alfalfa thing?
No.
Oh.
She did hand pink waving.
Utah Star. No, what?
What are you doing? You're not supposed to be looking stuff up.
I was looking up the bird. Yeah.
Okay, do you know
How does that make sense?
Do you know anything about where the Golden Spike National Historic Site is located?
What?
The Golden Spike National Historic thing. The Golden Spike is where the two railroads met, and they put a golden spike in.
No, I don't even know that I've actually heard of that.
Gasp, I have lacked in your education.
Told you that I don't know much about Utah.
Promontory Point.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
What about the national park that's near Moab?
Geography? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I'm not kidding you. Just kidding.
I don't know. I don't even know where Moab is.
Moab is the place in southern Utah where we went. The rocks are red.
Oh yeah, southern Utah being rocks red. What a shocker.
There used to be a Circle K at both ends, but I don't think there was when we went.
California Gull is a seagull. Just so you know.
Yes. And I was going to talk about the seagulls in a minute, but there's these big holes in the mountains.
Why can't I remember what it's called? I can picture the glove one.
It's Arches National Park.
Oh,
Arches. So we have the Great Salt Lake. I don't know if the seagulls that we have here are actually the California gulls, if they're the same ones or not. But because of the Great Salt Lake, which at one point in time, some people thought it was the ocean until they realized that it was not the ocean.
Well, it is super salty, so I don't blame them. Yes,
and it's very big, and they're for a while there. It might still be on the record, so there is a law that you cannot shoot wells in the Great Salt Lake or do well hunting in the Great Salt Lake.
Why does every state have the weirdest rules?
I don't know, but they do. Yeah, I don't know what. I didn't know it had California in the name.
That's why I was like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, what? I don't want to watch your ads. No. Okay. Which two national parks surround Moab? Oh, there's another one. But the other one's Canyonlands, and I don't know if you would have known about that.
I would not have known about that.
In 1919, which park was established as Utah's first national park? Science.
I didn't even realize I was in Utah. I told you.
Let's see how she knows, if she knows this one. Which city is home to the University of Utah Medical Center?
Which city?
Yeah.
Why did all names of all cities except New York fly away from my brain?
I have to highlight this one.
What?
I'm in Arkansas. It's illegal to keep a donkey in your bathtub. That's funny. Don't do it. I know you're trying to. The funny thing about this is she was actually born up at the University Medical Center.
I was?
Yeah. We called it a hospital, not the medical center, but it's the same thing. And it's in Salt Lake. It's actually Salt Lake
Why
City.
did I not know that?
I don't know.
I didn't know where I was born. That's sad.
It is so sad. Okay. The state of Utah is world-renowned for its snow, but which resort hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics men and women's downhill competition?
What?
Which ski resort hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics? By the way, she was born in 2003, so this was after the Olympics, so okay for that. Also, I didn't know. I knew we had the Olympics. Like, hell, it's impossible to not know we had the Olympics here. But it's Snow Basin, and I forget that that's even a name of a resort. We don't ski. Oh, let's see if she knows this one. What language did the name Utah come from?
I do know this one.
Oh, he changed it. He says, oh, wait, no, it's alligators. You can't have an alligator in your bathtub. That actually makes a little more sense. Still silly, but makes a little more sense.
It does make a little more sense. It would be a lot funnier if it was donkey.
I want you to put a donkey in your bathtub. Oh, Arizona might be the donkey. Now, actually, as weird as that is, Arizona does make sense for that because it's so hot and they do have donkeys. Like for
I wonder if Chris knows that.
Hi, Velma. Welcome. I don't know. We should find out. Okay. What language did the name Utah come from?
I remember learning about this in class. And it was even my favorite history teacher. We learned so many things in that same day, though, I can't remember.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
It's from the Ute language. It's from Utah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not a hint, that's an answer. Just saying.
Oh, let's see if she knows this one.
Oh, dear. I'm not enjoying this.
I am. A monument lies near the northeast corner of the city, which is Salt Lake City, at the mouth of Emigration Canyon, with a quote signifying that this is the place. Who was the founder of Salt Lake City and what made this utterance? Who said this is the place?
Cinderella.
No. Who said it?
Why can't I picture his face? I've never even seen him. What? I had his name and then I said Cinderella as a joke and now I can't remember his name. I'm just picturing him in the dress with the shoe and that's funny to me.
He wears the dress?
No. Cinderella. I'm picturing him as Cinderella and it's making it so I can't remember his name.
And everything?
Yeah. This big burly-chested man.
He is. He was called barrel-chested.
I'm picturing him in Cinderella's dress, and with the hair and the beard, and the grumpy face that I always picture him with.
Oh my gosh!
I know who it is. I just can't remember his name right now.
I mean,
he was a big part of
Utah history and church history. Brigham Young. And yes, Janice was right. It is from an Indian tribe. It's specifically the Ute Indians. Which actually, I don't remember which tribe my hometown was also from an Indian language. It was Tooele. But I don't know. Do you know which mountain range contains the highest point in Utah?
I mean, I could guess, but I'd probably get it wrong.
Well, go ahead and guess.
I feel like I don't even know the names of the mountains. But the one with the letter on it, that's so helpful. Like all of them have letters on them.
In Utah, there are like a lot of the high schools and colleges actually put letters up on the mountains. And I didn't even realize that wasn't a thing other places as a kid because I just grew up seeing it. And then we went other places, and I was like, there are no mountains. Where do they put their letters?
That's a good point.
The Uintas. People call them the High Uintas. Zach would have known because Zach loves it up there, but I don't know if you've even been up there.
I doubt it. I've only really been through like Provo Canyon.
Okay, I'm not even going to ask you that one because, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the name? Do you want to hear the question?
I want to hear the question. I'm not going to answer it, but
there is a famous motorcycle snowmobile hill climb named the Widowmaker. Where is it located?
I could drive to it. I don't know where it's located, though.
You could drive to it?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. The answer is
Really?
Croydon.
Dad pointed it out to me
and
before.
I have no clue what that is. And maybe your dad's even wrong.
He might be wrong. It would not be all that far-fetched.
Yeah. Look at that, Janice. You need more yarn. Nightbot says. Okay. Moab has many creeks and washes, but only one river. What is its name?
Where?
Moab.
Moab has a what?
It has creeks and rivers and washes, but creeks and washes, but only one river. Do you know what river goes down through that side of Utah? Does anybody else?
Falls under geography, and I've always
totally
been very bad at geography.
I don't know if I would have remembered it, but I would have seen in my mind where the river came. And if I would have actually like followed it up past the edge of Utah, I would have known the name of it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I do a thing. I can't tell if you can see it or not.
Anyway, it's the Colorado River.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not ask that one. Oh, okay. What's Utah's state's mammal?
Mammal?
Yeah. Did you even know we had a mammal?
No.
Me neither. But I read it and I'm like, yeah, okay, guess.
Bison?
No. That's probably like Montana or Wyoming or something.
It was a mammal. It was the first one that came to mind.
Rocky Mountain elk.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do we have a fish?
I don't. I think we do. It's probably like rainbow trout or something.
No, that makes sense.
Which Utah National Park is named in part for a geological feature thought to resemble a Washington, D.C. landmark?
Yellowstone?
Capitol Reef. Yellowstone is more in Wyoming, but I think there might be some of it in Utah, but I'm not sure.
It was the first national park that I thought of because I've been there.
Okay, now let's see if you've been paying attention.
I have not.
What does the Golden Spike National Monument commemorate?
Trails. And somebody's sticking a thing in
the train tracks.
Yeah, sure. That
is when the train tracks met. Actually, finishing the train tracks ended the pioneer age.
That's fair.
Yeah, because then they came by train more often than wagon.
Oh.
What Great Lake used to cover northern Utah?
Next to the car outside did the zoom at the exact time as I looked over.
Does anybody know
the question?
What Great Lake used to cover northern Utah? When northern Utah used to be undersea.
Utah?
No, but Utah Lake is like a remnant of it.
Okay.
So is the Great Salt
So I'm not wrong.
No, you are totally wrong. It was called Lake Bonneville.
Oh, I knew that.
See, I knew you knew that.
This isn't fair doing it when I'm sick.
It's totally fair because the holiday is Thursday.
It's not fair.
You
could have done it next week. Is it after the holiday thing?
No.
Yeah.
No. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm skipping a bunch of these. What is the state tree?
I feel like I know this. Like, I feel like when you tell me the answer, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew that. I can guess.
Yes.
Aspen?
The answer is quaking aspen.
Yeah!
She got one! Woo! There's a beautiful aspen grove just probably a half-hour's drive from here, maybe 45 minutes.
Super pretty. I really wish that we could go there right now, but we still don't have a car.
Yeah. You do not know this answer, but I would have totally known this answer.
What's the question?
Salt Lake City is bounded on both the west and the east by mountain ranges. The world-famous Wasatch Mountains are situated at the east. Watch out. We actually are part of the Wasatch Range as well.
We are?
Yes. All of these mountains over here that we're sitting right in the foothills of, those are part of the
I forgot where we
Range.
are in the house. Usually they're behind us because we're in the living rooms facing the windows.
Yeah.
So you were going like this, and I was like, but they're... And then I realized we were in your bedroom.
Okay. Anyway, the world-famous Wasatch Mountains are on the east, but what smaller range is to the west? And I knew this not because of Salt Lake, but because I lived in Tooele on the other side of the mountain.
So what's the answer?
Ochre. The Ochre Mountains.
Oh, I knew that.
That's why we have.
It's one of the things that I learned in Mr. Marshall's class.
Ochre Mountains. There you guys. Bryce Canyon was named after Utah pioneer Ebenezer Bryce. Once referring to the area destined to be a national park, Ebenezer said, well, it's a hell of a place to lose what? The answer is a cow.
Hey, I got it.
A hell of a place to lose a cow.
I was either a cow or a shoe. That's what my guesses were. Just based off the time period.
Over 80% of the state's population resides along this mountainside in the northern Utah. Can you name it?
No.
We just said it.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Wasatch Front.
Sure that.
What is the name of the mountains east?
This is why I failed geography.
What isn't it? The mountains east of Moab is called the La Salles, and that's where that fire was with the
fire tornadoes.
Yeah. The 3 districts of the Canyonlands National Parks are Island in the Sky, the Needles, and the Maze. I don't know because I don't know Canyonlands. I know where it's at. Let's see if she knows this one.
Oh, dear.
The Aggies are the mascot of one of Utah's major universities, located in which city? I'll give you a hint.
No. I have to process the question. Say it again.
The Aggies are the mascot of one of Utah's major universities, located in which city?
Provo? I don't know.
What college is in Provo?
BYU.
Do you know their mascot?
No.
It's Cougar.
Oh. Hey, I actually did know that. I met the cougar.
Yeah.
It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I had a panic attack.
The Aggies, actually, the animal that they use to represent the Aggies is a bull. I'll tell you the college.
I feel like that's a disrespect to Tauruses.
The college is Utah State.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which city?
I know this.
She does know this.
It's not that far away.
Well, kind of a far away one, comparatively.
Can't remember.
I'll give you another hint.
If it was about Snow College, I know where Snow is.
I used to live in that city.
Logan?
My mom went to Utah State. Yes, Logan. So if people are saying, I vote for the U and I vote for BYU, I'm like, go Aggies.
And I'm like, no sports.
Okay, what do Utahns celebrate on July 24th?
Pioneer Day.
The arrival of the pioneers to the Salt Lake Valley. Funny enough, July 24th is Karl Malone's birthday.
Oh.
So he would joke that Utah held a parade every year in his honor.
I would joke that too.
Yeah.
All
right,
here to be a
here
holiday
we
on my
go.
birthday.
Here we go. What is Utah's state fish?
Goldfish.
It is Bonneville cutthroat trout.
I knew it was some kind of trout. I just
I
had no
knew
clue
it was
what
a
kind
trout
of
as
trout.
well. We have a lot of trout around here.
Which is why I said goldfish, is because I was like, it's some kind of trout, but goldfish is a funnier answer. There's gotta be a state where the fish is goldfish. There's gotta be.
What year did the pioneers come to Salt Lake Valley?
1875. I don't know.
1847. According to this, that's not 100% accurate.
I was kind of just flipped the back too a little bit. I was 1 year off. If I flip it.
We call this the Days of 47. That's what is the holiday, because it's 1847. Technically, the first pioneers to come here was 1846. But Brigham Young came in 1847, and Brigham Young said this is the place, which the way that the pioneers moved here is a group would come out, they would find a settling
kind of like
place.
Scout group.
And there's a place called Winter Quarters in Nebraska that a group of pioneers stayed there for years and years and years, and they would grow food and stuff so that all of the people going through could stop there and rest and replenish their stocks. And so somebody stayed there. So when the first group of pioneers came to Utah, that's what they kind of were establishing this as, is a stopping place on the way to California. And Brigham Young came in 1847, said, this is it. And he turned this desert into what we live in now, which is just a really dry, whatever. Mama. Do you know where the Utah State Prison is?
To be fair, I didn't know we had one.
We drive by it all the time.
Where is it?
It's in Draper.
Okay. That makes sense.
When we're driving around the point of the mountain, so we're going up, there's that, like, all there's some buildings with lots of tall fences and stuff.
I was wondering what that was.
That's the Utah State Prison. Kind of exciting to know it's so close to home. Yeah, but they wouldn't come here. No, I don't know that I'd want to live in Draper.
Draper always kind of had that vibe. Like it held a prison or something.
What is the state insect?
Praying mantis. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
No, but hi, Lori. We're doing. So Thursday is the Utah State holiday, and so we're doing like a little trivia thing. She's doing really great.
I'm proving why I failed geography.
And I totally forgot that the river that goes through, in my head, I've seen the map, and it's the river that goes through Arches National Park. And I saw it go to the edge of the Utah map, and my brain didn't even connect. It went past, or I would have remembered the name of it, because it goes into Lori's neck of the woods. Goes into Colorado. Anyway, this Utah State insect, you're gonna like kind of kick yourself with this one.
I couldn't think of any insects, and the only one that came to mind was because Sky is obsessed with it and has been the entire time I've known them.
The honeybee.
Really?
What is the name of the?
Oh,
yeah. Had Mormon pioneers gotten their way, the state of Utah would have been much bigger and called the state of.
I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that was a thing at all. So what is the answer?
Deseret.
That's lame.
But
it makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally tracks, but it's lame.
What is the main freeway that runs from southern Utah through northern Utah?
It has a name.
And we drive on it frequently. When you hear it, you'll be like, oh yeah, but I didn't realize that was
The
a name.
only name I can think of is Redwood Road.
Redwood Road is not a freeway.
I know.
And it also doesn't, well, no, it does go that direction. Yeah.
What's its name?
I-15.
That's not a name. That's a catalog number. It's not a name.
Do you know where a popular among mountain bikers is? Is the name of the town just outside Utah Arches National Park.
Isn't that Moab?
Yes.
You just said that.
Yes. But it's popular mountain bikers. It's actually popular for Jeepers too, for people going on Jeeps. You got a nice ShiAnne.
For what?
I don't know. Okay, the Brigham Young Academy originated in which city?
Academy?
Mm-hmm.
Brigham Young Academy?
It got turned into something else.
Oh, the college?
Yeah.
University?
Yeah.
It was an academy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So wait, what was the question?
What city?
What city? Provo.
Provo! Woohoo! She got one right!
Well, yeah, because I've been there a number of times.
Yes.
My ex-fiance went there. He also lived in
Oh,
Provo.
the rest of the answers can be found at Utah quizzes.
Name.
Don't want to do that.
If I didn't get the Provo one,
fun
you
things.
would have had to slap me because that was dumb.
What are some other things? Fun things like Utah State, Utah. Okay, when did the Utah actually become a state?
I don't know. I just know about Betsy Ross making the flags.
Which is country thing.
I don't know. I told you I don't know much about Utah.
A lot of people think that July 24th is it's not.
It's not though.
Okay, when did it become January 4th, 1896?
I knew that.
Yeah.
I've known that my whole life. Why didn't I connect that?
I knew it was in January. I always remember it was January and it was late 1800s, but that's all I remember.
Dad and Dad's side of the family are obsessed with things like that, so I knew that.
Okay, question. What is the state flower?
Clover?
Seagull lily.
What is that?
It's a flower. Seagull lily.
I've never even seen one of those.
My grandma was obsessed with them.
I see clover everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen one of those.
Do we have a nickname? State nickname?
I don't know, do we?
No, we're called the Beehive State.
Hmm.
I don't know how well that will hold up with the change in the flag. What are some other fun things you guys can ask?
Do states
Facts
have
and
state
symbols.
instruments?
I don't know. This is apparently our new flag.
Yeah, we looked it up towards the beginning of us doing lives together.
Okay. So the Utah state flag, it used to be different, and now it's got
I wanted to look
the
French.
red and white, or it's got the blue and the white and the red with the beehive in the middle. I am sad. It doesn't even have our state bird on it anymore. It used to. Utah state bird is the seagull. The seagull lily is the flower.
Aspen is the tree.
Oh, this one.
Here's a state gem.
Apparently.
Apparently it's like an orangish
The
color.
gem is the topaz.
Topaz. Wait, I knew that.
Yeah.
But not because of anything like history-wise. I knew that because I like gems.
Our state rock, coal. Animals. Oh,
Apparently Santa thought we were naughty enough that he made it the whole state.
we have a state grass.
Is it the kind that dies and turns yellow?
It's called Indian rice grass.
Huh. I think that is probably the kind of grass people should have in their yards, not the stuff that dies instantly upon summer.
If you don't get this one right, I definitely can give you some hints. A state mineral.
Mineral. What minerals do I know of? Salt. Is salt a mineral?
I don't know, but that would be a good one because we do have the salt flats.
Yeah.
But it's actually from a different place that we have. That is in the Ochre Mountains.
Ogre Mountains?
Ochre.
Oh.
Apparently your mother or your stepmother used to work there.
Kennecott?
Yeah. Do you know the full name of Kennecott?
No.
It's Kennecott something pit.
She just referred to it as Kennecott.
Yeah. And you're allergic to this mineral?
Copper.
Yes!
I did know that.
Okay, we have a fossil.
Is
Is that a fossil? That doesn't sound like a fossil. It's the Allosaurus. How is it a fossil?
Well,
I mean, I guess. Oh, we have a state folk dance.
we do?
Apparently.
That's neat. What is it?
You gotta guess.
I don't know any folk dances.
It's a square dance.
Oh.
Square dancing's fun. Have you ever done it?
I did it for the talent show in 2nd grade because our whole class was doing it.
We did that one year too.
And everyone had a male partner but me. I danced with Caitlin from across the street.
We also did,
I was the only one with a
one
female
year,
partner.
We also did the Virginia Reel one year.
The what?
Virginia Reel.
I don't know that.
You stand in 2 lines
Oh.
and do the dances down the middle. It's got some similarities to the...
I did enjoy doing the dance, but I did not enjoy doing it with her. She didn't enjoy it. She wasn't going to have fun, so it wasn't fun.
Aww. I'm not surprised, though. If it was Savannah, you guys would have had a blast.
Savannah was awesome. And I was friends with Caitlin, but Caitlin wasn't the fun-having type. She was the very...
Very serious.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a state song. I have no clue what the song is, but it's called Utah, This Is the Place.
I've heard it.
I probably have too. We have a cooking pot.
We do?
Yes, a state cooking pot.
Is it a cast iron pot?
It's a Dutch oven.
I was right. Cast iron.
It's specifically the Dutch oven, but yeah, it's made of cast iron. Okay, apparently we have a monster.
I couldn't remember what it was
reptile.
called. I can remember what it looked like.
Yeah. People like to make pizza in it. And
Peach
cobbler. And
I love cobbler.
bread and...
I don't like peach cobbler, but I like other kinds of cobbler.
I like the one that
peaches.
they did that they used a chocolate cake in.
They did that for youth conference. Youth. That thing. And they had a peach cobbler one and they had a chocolate cobbler one. And I was like...
Did they do a cherry chocolate?
Huh?
Was it cherry chocolate?
I don't remember. I just remember it was chocolate and I didn't realize you could do that.
We did... Maybe you might not have been there, though. Because when we would go to Anderson Park over here and do scout things, they would do the August Scout Camp.
I only occasionally went to one of those.
Yeah, because she went to other activities at the same time, so she missed most of that stuff. Anyway, apparently we have
enjoy them anyway.
A reptile.
We do.
The Gila monster. Again with the kids, some southern Utah intermediate schoolers managed to convince state leaders an elusive and venomous creature is a good way to represent us because they're harmless as long as you don't touch them. Anyway, you'll probably never actually see one since they tend to stay hidden, but if you do, it will likely be in the summer months at the Red Cliffs Reserve in Snow Canyon State Park.
People have actually talked about people from Utah that way, saying that you almost never see one outside of Utah, and they're really friendly unless you do something to bother them, and then they're really not. People constantly talk about Utahns like that. And also, apparently people don't know Utahns are called Utahns.
We're Utahns.
Yeah.
We live in the mountains.
Well, do we live in the mountain?
We live in the foothills of the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, the Wasatch Front.
I hate saying it mountain, but we were going with the Utah shtick.
You have to do the Mount Utah
but it just
accent.
tastes wrong in my mouth.
It's where we go fishing in the mountain.
In the canyon.
Up in the canyon.
We
live a mile from the mountains, so yeah.
We live a mile from the mountain?
Absolutely.
I thought we were closer.
You can walk up there, but it's a mile.
Yeah. It's not even that bad a walk. It's just like walking uphill.
It's not too far uphill.
Yeah.
I think it's harder to walk from the library to our house.
It is, because it's steeper than the mountain is, which is ironic.
But yeah, the canyon that we can go hiking up there, I don't like to go hiking because it's so dry.
You definitely don't want to try it when it's wet, though. I did that when the snow was melting, and we didn't get to go all the way up. I've never actually been all the way up, I don't think.
I've been to the top of the waterfall.
Yeah, but I haven't been all the way up.
I don't know. What is our postal abbreviation? Which is usually 2 letters. Well, it's always 2 letters.
UT?
Yes, UT. Good job. Do you know what our major industries are?
No.
Manufacturing.
Makes sense.
Mining.
Makes sense.
Aerospace.
What's that?
Like space.
Just space in the air.
We actually, my uncle used to work, he couldn't always tell us what he did, but he used to work at a place that made parts for the space shuttles. It's called Diacol, and
That's neat.
Don't know how much of that's still done, but yeah.
It's suddenly really, really hot in here.
Digital media, distribution, and tourism. Of course, tourism. But let me tell you about digital media. A lot of people don't realize this, but almost well, not all, but like a good portion of movies you guys watch are filmed in Utah. Yeah. Especially Disney movies. A lot of Disney movies, like they're ones for like the Disney Channel. Those are almost always. I remember a show. Oh, what was it called? Like, I don't think it was called Savannah. Oh, it might have been Savannah Smiles. There was a show that was like I remember my parents talking about like, hey, that's the place where we go get meat, which was in an obscure town, like 10 minutes outside of our town. And then some of the other stuff was in Park City, but a lot of people don't realize how many movies have always been filmed in Utah.
The School and High School Musical, The Lockers. Apparently, my dad went to school there.
High School Musical was in Hunter?
Just the one with the lockers. That's what Dad said anyway. I don't know that I believe him because he's my dad.
I know there's a movie called
That's what he said.
Wish Upon I don't know. It's one where
Star,
where the two girls, the sisters, switch places.
Yeah,
that was filmed in his high school.
That definitely was. You were the one that told me that. I believe you. I don't always believe him, but he told me that.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, a lot of shows are filmed there. In southern Utah, there's a lot of the cowboy films were filmed down there.
What's the one with the time traveling car?
Back to the Future.
That one.
Back to the Future might have had some southern Utah. A lot of that was actually northern Arizona.
Yeah, but there were
But it was my
some
town.
There were
Because I lived in
some
Arizona
scenes
at the
in
town.
Utah. And Julia, when we were watching it with Julia, she kept commenting which places were in Arizona, which places weren't. And so I know that some of them were not in Arizona.
One of them, Utah. One of the scenes, they would have been in Utah because they would have been at the Monument Valley, and Monument Valley was in Utah. And we thought it was hilarious because they went through 2 of the buttes. They drove through the buttes and ended up in Page, which is 2 hours away. They ended up there like instantly, and I'm like, dang, wish it didn't take that long.
Julia said the same thing.
So yeah. What other things? Trying to see if there's anything that. Some of the famous locations are Zion's National Park, Bryce Canyon National Park, Arches National Park, Monument Valley, and the Great Salt Lake. Trying to see if any. Okay, so here's some famous Utahns. Chrissy Teigen is a model. So we have a model from Utah. Philo Farnsworth invented the television.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Stephen Covey is an author, and he's also the one that had the planners. Donny Osmond.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was from Utah.
And all his brothers and his sister. Jewel. Oh my gosh, I didn't know Jewel was from here. I don't even know if you would have a clue who Jewel was.
I think I do.
A hockey player, Steve Walchuk. I don't know.
That's a long last name.
There's other famous Utahns. That's a very short list. One of Utah State's license plates claims the greatest snow on Earth. We are known to have lighter and drier snow than other states, so it's good for skiing. Yeah. And apparently, according to this, there are 14 high mountain ski resorts. I know we have a lot of ski resorts here.
And still, we've never been skiing. Not that I want to.
Utah is the only state where every county contains at least a part of a national forest. Also, something else. There are 29 counties in Utah, and I've known that since 4th grade. And Tooele is the 3rd largest, which was my county. And San Juan is the biggest, and Box Elder is the 2nd biggest. And I've known that since I was in 4th grade. It's amazing what little random facts stick in a brain.
She liked geography a lot more than I did.
I actually did.
I hate geography.
We have 5 national parks,
However,
7 national monuments, 2
geography
national
makes
recreation.
entirely more sense than real geography. Like, if you ask me on the map I made for just a random role play I did, that I created, I could tell you where everything was, where the mountains were, what the mountains were called, etc. What lived in those mountains. Those mountains that were never, ever used for anything in the role play, but I liked those mountains, and I was kind of sad about that. But nobody was following my story.
Utah is the only state with a capital city that is 3 words long. It used to be even longer up until 1868. The capital was the Great Salt Lake. That is actually not true. It was not originally the capital of Utah.
It was not.
But when it was the capital was called the Great Salt Lake City. Utah's Great Salt Lake is 75 miles long and 35 miles wide. It covers over 1 million acres.
You know, we live so close to it, and still we've never been.
She's never been. I have. We also have never taken you to the Salt Flats.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Even my niece and nephew have been before me.
trying to.
That's just plain not fair.
What was I want to find out Utah's. Anyway, how are you guys doing? We're not really like talking to you, but we're having fun. I'm having fun asking her questions, learning about Utah. Utah's.
I'm not having fun. I love history, but I've never been interested in Utah history.
Fillmore. I thought it was Fillmore.
What is Fillmore?
The first capital of the Utah Territory was Fillmore.
Did you know that there's a haunted hospital, and it's supposedly one of the world's most haunted hospitals, and it's in Utah? I learned that today. I sent a video about it to Brandon, and I really want to go there.
Do you know where it's at? Which one it is?
I can look.
I'm looking.
Well, I can look at the video and see which one it said.
Asylum 49. No wonder.
Wow, I sent him
No.
What?
No.
What? Oh yeah, it is Asylum 49 that it said.
No.
What'd they do?
Asylum 49 haunted house in Tooele, Utah. I was born there.
You don't like that?
I was born in a haunted hospital. Not that we didn't.
I'm so jealous.
That's crazy.
I want to go there.
Pretty sure I've showed you.
The video asks if you would go in.
Oh.
And I'm like, absolutely, I would.
That is so fun. It used to be, I don't know. I remember being surprised when they shut it down. But yeah, the hospital I was born in is apparently now a haunted hospital.
It was probably haunted back when you were born, too.
Possibly.
I mean, I could reference things, but not on the video.
I am not sure where I had my ear surgeries.
Which is what I was gonna talk about. I don't want to get into that on the.
That may have been in Salt Lake somewhere under a specialist. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Anyway, pretty darn crazy.
I want to go to haunted places. Sounds like so much fun for me.
Okay, so guys, it is almost the end of the month. It is the 21st today. Crazy. And like I said, we were talking about Utah because the holiday is Thursday. It is not Utah's Founders Day. It is the day that what's-his-face said this is the place. It's when the pioneers decided this was when they're going to live. It became, so I guess in a way it's a Founders Day, but it became a state in 1896 in January. But who would want to do a celebration in January? That is bitter cold. The only colder months are February and March. February is probably the coldest, but January is definitely pushing it. But July is nice and hot. One of my favorite things to do from the time I was a teenager until for whatever reason, I think probably not long after the divorce, we would go down to downtown Salt Lake, like
flag.
Mm-hmm. I was going to talk about the flags and I got sidetracked. Downtown Salt Lake we would go on July 23rd in the evening, and we would hang out on the parade route overnight because on Thursday morning there is a parade that's happening. It's one of my favorite things to do. We haven't done it forever.
Yeah,
you were so little the last time we went.
I remember tricking Dad into thinking I was asleep, but I was really just staring at how dark the sky was, but how light the clouds looked going overhead. And then I was listening to your conversation as eavesdropping.
I'm wondering if have we been to that parade since Andrew was in it?
Amazing. I don't think so.
So the last time I would have gone to that parade would have been like 2011, I think.
I was in second grade or third grade.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But we used to love to go down. I personally was ready to go home as the parade was starting. My favorite part of going to the parade was all night, not sleeping, visiting with whoever, talking to the random people. Honestly, I would probably be afraid to go down now. It was getting pretty scary towards the end, and there were always cops on the streets because it was getting pretty scary. And I would be terrified to sleep over now because it's just gotten more and more scary.
One of the last times we went solidified my joy in complimenting strangers, because the stranger lady, there was a stink bug and her husband had to take care of it. At least I think it was her husband.
The guy she was with.
And she was talking to me, and you were sitting beside me or something. Dad was helping the guy take care of the stink bug. And I asked her how old she was. She said her name, and I was like mind blown, because I swear she was not that old. I thought she was like in her early 20s, but she must have been like in her late 30s or something, based off how shocked I was. And she was so flattered when I said that. I was like, I swear you were in your early 20s. And just the joy on her face, I was like, yeah, I like this. And now it happens a lot. I compliment everyone.
She does. Anyway, I was gonna say, before I sidetracked in my brain,
flags,
that it's Flag Month and
it's almost
over. I know I've gotten some of your things, but guys, get on it. It doesn't even have to be a particular flag. I recorded a video today. It's been a minute since I recorded one, but I recorded one, so I'll get it edited and up soon. And it has my blanket that I am entering in the slideshow. What were you gonna say?
I feel like the months are going by so much faster this year than usual because of the theme month thing.
It does kind of in a way, in some ways, make it go fast.
But it also makes me realize that time is passing.
And
I'm not used to that, because ever since I stopped going to school, I have had nothing in my schedule that makes us solidified. This is the day of the week. This is the month of the year. I have no internal calendar
now
whatsoever.
She knows that it's Monday.
Yeah.
And she knows when Monday is because I'm like, we're going live tonight. Just like, oh, it's Monday?
I don't even realize when it's Sunday, even though you don't wake me up.
It's the only day of the week I don't wake you up.
Yep. Which is probably why I don't realize it, is because I'm still asleep.
I could start waking you up. I could start waking you and inviting you to go to church with me.
Well, I actually do wake up when everybody leaves, because they are very noisy about it. And I just kind of lay around all day.
She didn't wake up when everybody left yesterday.
Because you didn't get to go.
I couldn't find a ride to church.
She looked so pretty, though.
It did look very pretty. I was all dressed up and ready to go, but I just couldn't find a ride. And
all in blue. It was very nice.
I had sparklies on my eyes.
She looked like a water fairy from Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I was excited to go to church. I was really feeling it. I have been struggling wanting to go to church. I love the gospel. I love my relationship with God and reading scripture and all that kind of stuff, but I was really struggling with church. But something happened Saturday night that changed my mindset, and so I was so excited to go to church, and I couldn't find a ride. And unfortunately, my knee has not allowed me. I need to start walking. We need to start going on walks to see if I can get to where I can walk over to the church, because of course by then we'll have a car, but it would be nice in good weather to walk to church instead of drive. But anyway, yeah.
I walked down to the library. I did. And I was with two of my siblings, and one of them was enjoying it with me. We were having fun. And the other one, he was being a pain in the butt. He would rush off ahead of us, and they get really annoyed that we were taking so long. And I was like, do you know the last time I walked for more than the stairs in our house?
And it is almost a mile and a half to the library.
Actually, the last time I had walked for more than the stairs in our house was when I went to the aquarium like a couple days before that. That's not the point. But the downhill was fine, but I was taking it slow because I was like, I'm gonna have to walk up it later. And I didn't get to linger in the library like I wanted to. I had to rush to find books to read because, again, my brother was being a pain in the butt. He wanted to go home and play video games, and I wouldn't let him walk alone because that's a long way to walk alone for somebody that tiny. He's skinny, and he looks like he's 12.
He doesn't look like he's 12. He looks like he's 14.
Well, if you look closely at him, he looks 14.
He's looking more and more like his age than he did.
He's getting to it. How old is he?
He'll be 16 in a week or two.
Nuh-uh.
2
15.
weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah,
15.
Weeks.
Amy's forever 17, and he's forever 15. 15. 15. Anyway, I went to the library, and I got a bunch of books, and then I read one of them almost an entire day. Like, I'm almost done with it, and then I stopped reading because I needed to go to bed. And I read 2 of them, and all the time it took me to read those 3 books, my sister still hasn't gotten halfway through hers. In fact, she's only a few chapters in.
Is she just not enjoying it?
I don't know. Because we love the book. We recommended
which book
it to
is
her.
it?
It's Dune.
Oh, I love Dune.
Yeah, I know. I love Dune, and I expected her to love Dune because she likes my book recommendations usually, but she's not reading it.
Huh.
She's been on her phone all the time.
She has been on her phone.
She hasn't even playing the guitar
this
as much.
summer. I'm thinking part of why she wasn't doing guitar was her nails.
That's fair. Her nails are overgrown, and because they're gel nails, she can't just clip them.
She did clip them last night.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah.
That's why she was up for so long.
Yeah, because we, the person who does our nails had surgery last Friday. And so even though we should have had our nail appointments, Amy's has been just over 4 weeks. Mine have been just over 3 weeks. And we try to do ours 3 weeks because our nails grow really fast. We don't know when they're going to be done. So
I don't know what it is about our family's genetics, but our nails grow really fast. In 2 weeks, my nails grow the normal person's amount in 6 weeks. I've tested this with multiple people who get their nails done by her, Lori, Lauren, etc. And all of them, 6 weeks is my 2 weeks.
I don't know. I know that
my hair grows that fast too.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm taking care of it, it grows even faster.
So anyway, yeah. But she did cut her nails because she's going camping with her dad this weekend. And our friend is recovering well, but it's still like, it wasn't just us that she had to put off for appointments. So I don't know when we'll get there. Plus, ours are hard without a car especially, but also trying to work around visitations with her dad and things. And she also works a job, so it's hard to get visits with her, but it's all good, and it's a thing and stuff. Hey, ShiAnne, I have a question for you.
What?
How is your tank top coming?
I've made maybe half, not even half, like a fourth of a row difference since the last time you asked.
This is my t-shirt, guys. How's it looking? Is it looking like a t-shirt yet? I'm calling it the flat tire.
Very trendy.
Very trendy. Everybody should be doing it. Guys, make yourself a flat tire t-shirt.
No thank you. I will make my tank top.
Oh, fine. But it can be crocheted.
I brought it in here to work on, but my body is saying that I can't even draw right now, so
I'm sorry.
my hands are shaking so much. Like, visibly shaking.
Do we have artwork coming for our books?
For flags?
Are you doing any art for flags?
I made the doodles of the ones with the donut and that corn.
Did you scan them?
No, I don't remember which book they were in. I have to find them. I want to make like a better covered one though, and then just do a bunch of different food little ones for inside a book because they're really cute and easy to draw.
Really cute.
But I need to figure out what I would put on the cover. I mean, technically we could do that like polka dot with the pictures thing on the cover.
Polka dot with the pictures.
So you know how like kind of like that on the blanket where it's got little versions of the images all over, like how my locked screen when I'm on Do Not Disturb is.
I don't know what she's talking about. Pointing at my blanket doesn't help
Like this.
out.
It's emojis and polka dots.
Oh, just a pattern?
Yeah.
Oh.
We could do that with the images.
Or you could make a little world guy thing and just have like the flags on the world. Like some cartoon world guy. Like where they like have the round world and then it's just like flags sticking in the thing. And a little cartoon guy. Like maybe like one of the hanging there kind of guys.
I'm gonna do a rough image of it real quick. So
as far as the animals go, I got through all of the animals, but then I decided to make them all the same size because some of them were off different sizes, and I put them on a sheet to kind of look to see if they all looked the same-ish. And there are some of them that are really light, and so I'm just trying to go through and finish editing, like a second through editing, trying to get them all so they look fairly similar, and then I will be able to make that journal. And I really want to get that one done because I've been working on it since April. But it's a lot of editing. Most of the others have been really, really fast books and stuff. So
this is what I pictured with what you were saying.
Oh, that's a cute idea. That's not what I was saying. Here, I'll show you what I was saying. Okay, I was thinking like at the bottom of the book, you do the world. You have the little guy. I don't know how your guys look. And then like the flags.
They're just stick figures.
And the flags. Kind of that kind of idea.
Oh, I was thinking.
I like them
when you did
the world,
this,
though.
When you did this and did the little guy, I was thinking he was gonna be like holding a flag.
That's an idea too.
I
like your idea.
Even now, it looks like a viable option, even though it's a really bad sketch when it comes to my sketches.
Also, on a cover, I can't do that on a cover.
You can't do this on the cover. Oh, he
that
doesn't
would be
have feet.
It would be a really cute corner picture, but like I would have to have you make it bigger.
Oh, do it on a different piece of paper.
Yes.
Also, he's just like got hip issues. He needs a hip replacement. I'm surprised it turned out that well with how shaky I am. But I did do art in high school, constantly shaking the way I am. So I shouldn't be that surprised. And no, you don't get to see it yet. 'Cause I'll show you a better version later.
We also need to, I think so I've been trying to think of why is it that I feel stuck about getting other things like putting the penguin on t-shirts or the hang in there t-shirt would be so adorable.
I want a mermaid mug.
So I'm like, why am I struggling to do this? And all I can figure is that I'm so hung up on I've got to finish this animal one that
you can't start a new project.
Because I also am supposed to be making a sewing journal and an embroidery journal, and we're supposed to be getting other pictures for crochet journals, and we have a request for seahorses.
I know I have to figure out how to draw a seahorse. I can barely draw a horse. Although that unicorn begs to differ. That was really good, and I was so shocked.
See, and we have so many pictures like that I've got.
I scanned a lot of pictures. I don't know if I scanned the unicorn yet. But
no, because I just sitting here remembering like, oh, those actually were scanned into a different email that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
So
because I was cluttering up her email with all the files.
And I don't pay for extra storage, so I have to go through and figure out either how to move them somewhere else or delete things, or I gotta start not using that drive for anything because it's my photos and the photos take up their own space.
Oh my gosh, they take up so much space.
And, yeah.
Did I open up a new email just because I didn't want to delete my photos? Yes. I did do that.
You are not the only person.
Multiple. I have multiple emails. I have a work email, I have a role play email, and I have my private email, which I no longer use for anything because it has like no storage space left.
You should at least check for emails.
Oh, I deleted them all. All of them. All emails. I deleted them all.
Okay.
And it still didn't help because it's mostly photos.
Because I'm pretty sure I've sent things there.
With the amount of selfies I have of myself, people would think I'm vain.
I also go through my photos every once in a while to try and see if there's any I can let go of. Because I don't feel like you need to keep everything.
Yeah, but that's a very daunting task with the amount of photos I have.
And so you just pick
like 98% of my memory storage on that email.
Set a timer and just be like, okay, I do this. Or you say, okay, I'm just deleting pictures from this month of this year. And then like
there are people I can delete. People who I barely knew, who I have photos of for some reason. I don't want to delete pictures of people from my past because I like to show people them.
Mm.
Like Nate and Nate and Merrick. Like, I like to show people the photos of the people from my past. Like the people I didn't like, the people I liked but don't like anymore. Like, it gives a better visual than me trying to describe them. And then people look at my exes and are like, why were you ever attracted to that? And I look at them and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, some of them are just not photogenic and they would look much better in person. But I could always catch a picture of non-photogenic people that look really, really good.
Who do people say that about? Like
Caleb.
He's not
every person I have showed pictures of him. He's
unattractive. He's just got an attitude.
Which is probably what they're seeing. I mean, the Lagoon photos of him, those definitely show his attitude.
Of course, I also knew him in person.
You did.
I mean, I wouldn't have dated him, but I also was married to somebody very similar to him. And so I saw those signs and went, nope.
He looked weirdly good in your glasses. I have pictures of it.
Why was he in my glasses? These ones.
I don't know. I don't remember. Trying to find the photo of him and I can't figure out what happened to it. Oh, there it is. The worst ones were where he was actually posing for the picture. He poses just like Dad. That's when I told him to stop posing. There's one pose. He looks so stupid. That was before he managed to get into the pose, and there's the actual pose. He looks like Dad.
Oh, goodness. I need a partner for next month, ShiAnne.
I don't know how to help you.
ShiAnne asked people to be my partner for next month.
I can ask Brandon.
You always say that.
Just because he's the first person I think of.
If Brandon wanted to do it, Brandon would have already said so.
He said that if you didn't have anyone, if you couldn't find anyone, he'd do it. I'm pretty sure he said it on Alive.
Possibly. We want Janice and Linda. They could pick the theme for next month. You guys could. Michelle plays hooky. I think she said that she had a birthday or something in August. She could pick it.
We could have Hiram be the collab.
Or we could actually...
Because he actually has a YouTube
Do you know who
channel.
we could have? We could have Marta.
Oh, we could.
Marta's birthday's in August.
It is?
She would choose purple or rainbow or unicorns.
That would be a good way to use my unicorn picture.
Oh my gosh, if we made the unicorn journal, Marta'd be all over that and buy a whole bunch.
I would love that. I would love that a lot. I like when people buy our work, not because it gives us a little bit of money, which it does give us a little bit of money, but because that means somebody actually wanted my stuff enough to pay for it.
Yeah, it's always fun. That's fun.
Like, I give art to people for their birthdays and stuff, and I never feel like most people actually like it, or like they get really sick of it really fast. The only person I know doesn't is you and Hiram. Hiram will mount mine on his walls if he can. Mom does the same thing. She has 2 of my artworks over there. One of them is Eeyore because she loves Eeyore. That one's really old. I was like 12.
Are you 12?
I was still friends with Sarah. I drew it in her room because if I drew it at home, you would have seen it. I even used her pencils.
12, though, because you were friends with her.
I was
in 9th grade too.
In 9th grade? No, I wasn't. I tolerated her. She tolerated me, but we weren't really friends. Like, I don't remember ever actually hanging out with her. I was hanging out with Abby.
Okay. Anywho. I know that Lori's Stories and Crochet, she has the view hours and stuff, so she is official with YouTube now, which means she can do super chats. I don't know what else comes with it. I think she can do members, maybe.
That's exciting.
Yeah. That is exciting.
Definitely bring up being a collaborator to Marta.
Yeah, that would be fun. All she'd have to do is pick the theme.
And if she wants to come on a live, she could.
Oh, I guess that would be so fun to have her come on a live.
It would be. Y'all would like her, and she would like all y'all.
Yeah. Anyway, email me if you want to be a collab partner, and you don't have to have a channel. My one this month does not actually have a channel. She just chose the theme, and because it was her birthday and her anniversary, so she chose the theme, and she decided to give a prize, but people don't have to give a prize.
I've never picked a theme.
You've never picked the theme. Do we have what?
There was Pie Month and Animal Month and Penguin Month and Flag Month. Wasn't there another one?
Mermaid. Oh, okay.
And none of those were my choices.
No, I was like, I thought one of them was my choice. That was Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Pie was too, but that was kind of at the beginning of it where it was, yeah.
Genius idea. Technically, it kind of partially was my idea too, mostly because I'm obsessed with pie. Pie Day is like one of my favorite holidays.
But I need to have my theme picked for August so that I can make the video, announcement video. Because I've done a lot of.
I can pick one.
I've done a lot of. Oh no, the month started. I better hurry and do my video. I really want to get them done before the end of the month. But yeah. So, in case you didn't notice, we've got a new channel name.
Oh yeah. I need to stand up.
Yeah, that's the name of our business. So I know it's hard to remember now, but people remember. It's Live Fantastical. And
That's a name I came up with when I was very young.
And we talked about doing something a long time ago, but it never went anywhere. And then I invited her to do these lives with me. And the more we've done the lives, the more and more it feels weird to...
At first I came on
Not
because we
be-
were showing our books. And then because you couldn't read the chats, or you weren't supposed to, I was supposed to read them for you, but you do it anyway. And then now it's officially our channel. Yay.
And we also have a Discord channel.
We do. Join the Discord. It's so much fun. I like Discord.
I like Discord too. I think it's got a lot of potential to be amazing because
you can do voice chats,
Yeah.
you can do video calls, you can do...
It's kind of like
rooms.
having groups within your groups. And so it's kind of like if you were to have a Facebook group, and then within the Facebook group, you can have all these other things. So you can have multiple little things. But that's what like it feels like.
Brandon's back.
I have a return. Started streaming with some friends.
That's fun.
Gamer, 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 gamer.
Yeah. I am not a gamer. Nor am I a straightener.
What?
Straightener, gamer.
Wow.
I've heard that joke so many times.
Wow.
That's like a Gen Z joke. It's such a Gen Z joke.
I am so Gen X.
I don't classify as Gen Z personality-wise.
That's okay. I don't classify as Gen X. Everybody's like, oh,
Speaking of Discord, you just got a notification.
What? Why am I getting a Discord notification? And I thought I turned that off.
I'm not getting any.
That's weird. Got some laughy faces there.
You liked my joke?
Oh, guess what? It's because Baby J joined the server. Thanks for joining Discord.
I sent him an invite earlier when we were on the phone, but then he didn't. He was busy.
Yeah.
Is there a replay word for today's live?
No. I'm kind of in a financial bind right now, and so until we have another book out, we probably won't be doing that. But I don't know, we might. But right now, no.
There's a knot in your shirt.
There is. This is how much I have left on this first ball of yarn for my t-shirt.
Yay!
Makes me think, will there be enough yarn for this t-shirt?
Yes. Mom's gonna teach me how to knit.
Yes, you go like this. Did you learn?
Yes.
I
actually...
Oh yeah, you got my knitting needles. I decided I don't like stick needles, so if you want them, you can have them. She may decide she doesn't like them. And then I gave her all of my...
There's a couple metal ones too.
I figure.
But I decided these were drumsticks.
I figure at this point in time, where's your hair stick ones?
My hair stick ones?
Oh, Lori's
These are the
here.
shorter ones that I can use as
Lori.
hair sticks. I'm gonna just go like that. And then there's these are the longer ones that I can go like this. And then the drumstick ones.
It's hitting the other sticks. Okay, there we go. So I haven't mentioned knitting needles.
I look awesome.
You do look awesome. You look like you're an anime character.
I know.
That's great.
Chef.
I have a bunch that I don't like. A bunch of knitting needles I don't like. So I figure if a person wants to learn to knit, they can try out those, and if they seem to like it, then we invest in the better knitting needles. So I
also ASMR.
Also ASMR. You gotta do it close to the mic.
I don't know where the mic is.
This isn't the mic right there.
Can you hear it?
Now do the wooden ones.
The wooden ones?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be one of my segments in the channel. I do ASMR for everybody. It's really far away.
And you can go.
I can borrow Harm's mic.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Oh no, whisper ones are so bad most of the time. I don't know if I could do whisper ones.
You look like an adorable pincushion.
Freaking autocorrect.
We love autocorrect. He's so cute. One of my first autocorrect problems was back when we had the phones where you had to type in the numbers like so many times, because it was back in like the 2000s or something. And I was like basically sent text to Facebook, and I accidentally sent a swear word to Facebook. And then it was a pain to edit because like getting on Facebook at all with the phone before smartphones was like crazy. I guess it wasn't really before smartphones. It was before normal people had smartphones.
Normal people.
Yeah.
Normal people.
Yeah, the rich people could have smartphones, but the rest of us took a few years to get there.
Oh God.
Alrighty. Brandon, are you making anything for flags?
I need to actually make the thing I was going to make. And it won't even take that long. I even have all of the things I need for it, I'm pretty sure. I just need 3 things.
Yeah, I have 2 things. Also, Chef's here, and I have been working on a project for her Christmas in July thing. And it's going to be ridiculously great.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
And we're not telling what it is, but it's ridiculously great, isn't it?
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
The thing for Christmas in July?
Oh.
It's ridiculously great.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. It's great.
It's definitely something that you're doing.
With yarn and a crochet hook.
And a cat. Bye, Angela. Good night.
Good night, Angela. Stay safe. Get some sleep. I know it's super late for her too. There's a couple of people. She and Linda is over they're on the East Coast, or at least I don't know where exactly Linda is. She's not on the East Coast. I've sent her things, so I should know where she is. But she's 2 hours ahead of us.
Like Brandon.
And so it's
Brandon
late there.
In
and
the future.
Angela's in the future as well.
How is the future, my future people?
Yeah, people, how is it later tonight? Tell me it's great and awesome. What's it going to be like in 2 hours from now?
Dark. It's not dark yet.
Nope, it's dusk-ish. It's that time where
It's that purple time of night.
Yeah, it's that time of night where the sun has gone down, but the sky has not gotten dark. It's dusk.
It hasn't reached the blue part of night. It's purple.
No, it has not hit. It's still dusk. It has not hit twilight. Well, I guess dusk is kind of a part of twilight, but it's not the best part of twilight.
Neither is Edward.
But he sparkles.
Yeah, but he lacks personality. Something I did not notice when I was little and watching that. Back when you got mad at my dad's side of the family for letting me watch it.
She was like 8 or 9 years old, and they were showing her Twilight, and I was like, no.
I loved it. I watched it as many times as I could until you told me I couldn't watch it anymore.
I told her.
And now I've watched it again.
13.
It's so dumb. I have watched much better vampire things since then.
She's written much better vampire things since then.
That is true. I'm very good at writing vampire things. Very morbid. Mostly because I want them to be more realistic and not cheesy. And that makes them scary.
Cheesy.
It gets into the thriller type of writing. So basically, don't read any of my vampire ones, Mom. It's gory, I promise. And there's stalking involved. Real, genuinely the feels of being stalked, because for some reason they make it really cheesy in shows. The realism is what makes it scary, and they just take it away.
There's a book series I don't know if I finished listening to that had vampires in it.
Oh?
No, I can't remember the name of it. Oh well. Probably wouldn't be happy listening to them now. Anyway, they probably would not make me feel light. They'd probably make me feel heavy, and I don't like doing things that make me feel heavy.
You won't like reading half of my books because they get spooky. Basically, I'll have to tell you which ones are safe for you to read. A lot of them are going to have...
She's going to be able to read everything that I write.
Yeah. I can read everything that most people write.
He's been working hard on his psychological thriller.
I'm so excited and so proud of him. He's been doing so good. I haven't read any of it, but the fact that he's been able to work on it consistently for so long and be proud of himself, I'm proud of him.
Oh, that reminds me. I wish Hiram would start writing again.
Right?
He's such a good writer.
He's such a good writer. I did not expect that, to be honest.
No, I was like, dang, we
he
were
just
reading
pulled
his
it out.
stories, and it's like, what the? I didn't expect this to come from him. He's so good. He's got it.
So good. Maybe we can get him to come read it for us. You finally done with the first chapter? I really want to know more about it, but he doesn't want to spoil anything.
I want to start writing again, but I don't feel like I have time for that. I am writing or crocheting and knitting and YouTubing and cleaning my house and doing a healing thing and the Old English thing, and I just feel like I have so many things going on that, yeah.
I feel like I should have told somebody to make me tea.
I feel like you could still ask Hiram to make you tea.
Ask Hiram?
Well, he's really good at making water.
Yeah, but I think he's on the computer, so the likelihood that he'll actually hear me is pretty slim.
Well, good luck. You can find somebody. All right. That is one little skein of my yarn.
Go you. Kind of. Oh,
Here's
So-
the next one.
Brandon kept hitting writer's block, and I told him the trick that you taught me, that one writer guy, I don't remember his name right now, the like really famous one. He would go back and rewrite the last page or last paragraph or last chapter and fix things, and then he would be able to continue writing. I'll have to go back and fix things I don't really like if I hit writer's block, and then all of a sudden I can move forward. So I taught Brandon that, and he's been doing it. And he couldn't get himself to work on it until he went back and fixed something, and then he was like, I feel like I can write again, and then he was writing.
It's kind of like how I'm struggling to move forward on the business because I feel like I'm stuck on trying to get this one part of my stuff done. And I can't, I feel stuck until I get that done.
Yeah. It's like if there's something unresolved, you feel wrong. And so you can't move forward until you fix the thing that's wrong. And then you can.
One of the reasons why I could never go back and write on the book that I was writing is because it's been so long. And so now I feel like
you're an entirely different person than you were back then.
Like, I don't even know what I was writing. I don't know where the story was, like what the story wanted to do or all that kind of stuff. So
there were twins. One of them was evil. The other one didn't even know she was a twin.
That was part of the story.
And she had magic and I think purple eyes.
Yeah.
And she could make her hair long and curly or short. And she could poof magic clothes, whatever she wanted, as long as she could imagine it. And she, I think, could change her eye color to something more natural using magic so she could blend in. And what was the aunt's name? She wasn't actually related to her. Lily?
Maybe. I don't remember her name. I don't remember anything.
Well, I really liked her. I did. I liked her a lot. I liked the whole thing.
It was a fun story. I don't know if I can go back and read what I wrote and go from there, or if I just need to start all over again with the same kind of concept. But, like, I don't know.
I know that if you managed to finish writing a manuscript and published it, then it would, because it was really, really good. Like what I read over and over and over. And I don't typically read books more than once or read chapters more than once. But like that was good. There are some books that I will read more than once.
Say Pride and
Popularity. I read it like 6 times in a row that one trip.
Yeah.
I haven't read it since my concussion though. I have a copy. It's signed too. That's cool. We even saw the house she grew up in.
We did see the house she grew up in.
I almost got to meet her parents.
That would have been kind of fun. Yeah. She grew up right around the corner from one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. So we got to see the park that she featured in her book.
She featured it in the book a lot.
Well, not just that book, all of her books, because she had a whole series of books that were all based in the same
family. The same family.
Yeah.
Sisters. Pride and Popularity by Jenny James. Good book.
And what books are you going to start reading now that I picked them up from the library?
The Fairy Path series by some guy whose name I can't remember. I think his name is Alan. I don't know. He has pen names.
Yeah, he does have pen names.
I did not realize those books were written by a man. I never would have guessed. He writes from the female perspective way too well. It's baffling.
Yeah.
I haven't read them since my concussion. I actually don't remember much about the books.
I don't remember much about them because my problem with it is at the time we were reading so many different books about fairies that I don't know which books were which.
She talked about how fairies are allergic to iron, but if you wore black amber, then you wouldn't be allergic to it.
That's in the Fairy Path series?
Yes.
And then isn't that the same one that has the Skittles thing? Or is that the different one?
See,
this is the problem. All the fairy information just merges together. The only books I can keep straight are the ones
I actually
with the
have a
beans
copy
and the
of
flowers.
that book. That one's the one with the dark hell fairy, and that one's that I have Sour Skittles. Sour Skittles kill fairies in that book. I think it's like Fairy Hunter or something like that. It's got a picture of a sword and a butterfly, and the sword is impaling the butterfly because she's a fairy hunter. And she was really pissed that she was a fairy hunter. She wanted to be a dragon hunter.
I don't know that book. Not by that, but I remember one.
I can find it and let you read it.
If you find it, you should read the Enemy series by Charles Higson. You know, in the Discord, you could start a little thing about a book that you wanted to read, or like a book thread.
Book club.
Yeah, you can kind of do like a book club.
That would be in Book Nook, wouldn't it?
Yes, you would use the forum in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join Discord so we can recommend books to each other and have a book club.
We also have
fair warning though, I read
very
really
much
fast.
dedicated to creativity, books to writing, and we've got writing, we have a general chat. And we can always add groups if we have a desire for, hey, can we have this kind of thread there?
You can always request something.
Yeah.
We could even have a roleplay section.
Because you don't have enough roleplay sections.
Never enough roleplays.
Never.
Or they could just join my roleplay server.
Which you can put an invitation in
An open invitation.
Share your stuff.
I've always wanted to be in a book club too. But then I realized that book clubs, the typical kind of book club, were not for me. Mostly because everybody reads at such vastly different paces that it doesn't even make sense to me.
Which means if you start a thread on a book, it should be, do not comment on this thread until you've finished reading the book. So
otherwise,
there's no spoilers. I wonder if people have read.
We'd probably have book discussions portion and book recommendations portion. So on the book recommendations, people could see the recommendation for the book, and then on the other, we could talk about the book. And those who have finished it wouldn't spoil it for those who haven't. These are very cold.
I don't think I've ever been in a book club. It's part of why I started yarn parties. I want to start up yarn parties again. And I think I'm going to host them in Discord unless they get so big that
we
can't fit them in there anymore. But I want to do yarn parties because I don't have a crochet or a knit group to go to. And every time my friend's like, I'm going to my crochet group, and I'm just like,
I can actually come to the yarn parties now.
Yeah, and you can do yarny stuff. So I think
it would get me actually working on my projects. Because I enjoy doing the projects, but I don't work on them very often.
We'll have kind of a poll of time periods when you want to do a yarn party. Some of the people that, I don't know, we would have to get Angela on the Discord. We'd have to get Mary on the Discord, because they're the two people that have come. Well, Charlotte's also come to yarn parties, but they're the three people that would come to the yarn party. But also, I was doing it at a weird time for a lot of people. But we might have like a couple of different times and then like alternate weeks, so that every other week it's in a time that works better for one part of the world and that kind of thing. We might do that.
What actually happens at a yarn club?
We talk and work on our projects.
Talk about what?
Whatever you want. I know that there is a knit group that I've heard stories about that they actually do, like, they are such a good group of friends that they make things for each other sometimes.
Aww.
They'll have little things where you bring a thing of yarn and then somebody else makes something with it and gives it back to you.
That sounds like fun too.
So there's just like different things like that, but that would be harder to do on a virtual yarn party. But you could have, I don't know. Depends on the group of people.
I was just thinking about it, and if we did like yarn parties thing and somebody could read a book to all the peoples,
That would be
like
fun.
I do with you.
That could be fun to a point, but like I like that. But I also like the visiting aspect, because one of my
Which is why it would be an alternating
things
thing.
about the yarn parties is because you got the chats here, but on a yarn party
you can actually hear their voices.
They can actually speak back, and you can have a written chat, but you don't have to, and you don't have to be on video. You can be on just audio, or you could just do the chat thing. But it gives an option for video or audio and talking back, and I like that. Like, you get to have a conversation with people. So I like yarn parties.
They would enjoy me reading books.
But I do like the idea of having
and alternating. Sometimes
story
it's
time.
chat, sometimes it's story time.
Yeah.
Fair warning, if I do end up doing this, I often stop in the middle of reading to react to what's happening. I will talk at the characters like, what the heck? Why would you even do that?
Reading, besides Oswald, we have Percy Jackson that's been stuck forever.
Yeah.
She was reading to the family, and I loved it.
Part of the problem was I was reading to the family, and it's really hard to read to the whole family because sometimes the family isn't here, and other times the family is arguing.
They don't argue it that much when it comes to reading time. The biggest problem has been Kalani's work schedule. So by the time we have dinner and everything, it's so late.
I'm just so late. That's the main reason that we haven't been doing it. We might have to have it be like a Sunday thing, but then there's visitation.
But that's still at least
it's a little easier
every other week or so.
Yeah. So we could do that. I was also reading a book to you and Amy, but I don't think that you're actually interested in that book. You had very non-committal responses.
You can read it out loud.
He says, when I get my book finished, I'd love to read it to y'all. It doesn't have a lot of bad language, and all the dark stuff is left to the reader's interpretation so that it won't overwhelm new readers. Of course, it does have darker subject matters like trauma and stuff, but it's not going to be too bad. I don't know how much Mom would be able to handle it based off what I have heard.
It would depend on what kind of trauma triggers.
There's a lot of like PTSD for military stuff from what I heard. and other stuff. But he hasn't told me very much about it. I just know that he wanted to talk to some old timers about their PTSD so that he can accurately represent it.
My brother has military-based PTSD along with other PTSD. I have CPTSD.
Complex PTSD.
Hey. And I'm just a sensitive soul.
She can get PTSD secondhand. So can I, though. Which is probably why I have so many PTSD symptoms. Because I haven't really been through all that much.
In doing the healing work that I've done, I have to be really careful and not let people tell me about their past because I will get traumatized from hearing their past. It's just the way it is. So I have to be really careful about what I read and watch and listen to.
My biggest
and what
problem
people
is
tell
reading and
me.
watching. Because I live the stories that I read or watch on TV, and that can traumatize me.
That's why hearing people talk about their past can be very traumatic.
I don't as much live when people are telling me about their past, but I definitely live it when I'm watching it on television or reading it in a book or something.
But you don't have to. I don't have to hear people's past stories to help them heal from them anyway. So.
That's true. There's also an area of Discord for that.
There is. There is.
Did you tell them about our names?
No. You can. It's your turn.
No, it was your origin story. I'll tell them about mine. You start with yours first.
I don't want to talk about my origin story.
She was talking to ChatGPT, and I don't remember the rest.
That's about it. Then I was trying to come up with a name for the Discord.
What?
I was trying to come up for a name for the Discord.
Like change the name of the Discord channel or the server or...
Yeah, because I didn't want to call it just Live Fantastical.
Oh, right. I remember that now.
I was wanting to have a little bit more name to it. So it's Live Fantastical,
Wayfarer and
Hearth. So
we had to find a word that resonated to each of us, and Hearth resonated to Mom, and she's been on this whole journey about being a homemaker and stuff like that, and Hearth just felt so right for her. And it didn't so much resonate with me, and so she was like, find your own word. What are the kinds of things that you like and you've always liked and stuff? And so I sidetracked very slightly to try and explain what I associate things with. So I talked about Hearth. Hearth I associate with the Greek goddess. Every time I try to say her name, I forget it. The one married to Zeus, Hera. Because that's her whole thing. She's over hearth, family, that kind of thing. But the Greek goddess I most relate to is technically not a goddess. She's a titaness. Her name is Hecate or Hecate or however you want to pronounce it. I don't know. I don't care. But she is the goddess of travelers, of crossroads, of the moon, of magic. She has so many things that she is over, and that just kind of it resonates with me. And so we went down that road. Jokes. And we eventually found the word wayfarer, which is basically a word for traveler. It could be a traveler through time, it could be a traveler through the country, or it doesn't really matter, traveler through stories, just a traveler. And that's the word for me, wayfarer. So wayfarer and hearth, or wayfarer's hearth, or I don't know exactly the words you used.
Wayfarer and hearth.
There you go.
Wayfarer and hearth. Live Fantastical, Wayfarer and hearth. And for myself, I realized that the part of the reason why Cheyenne's friends like to come around is because they feel at home with me. I have this way of helping people to feel safe and at home and welcome.
Even when she's out and about at random places, she still has that effect on people.
And so I kind of have that hearth vibe about me naturally, and
that cozy, you just want to cuddle up next to her, read a book vibe.
And then I was also, there's this thing called David Zyla. He does this thing where he helps you find some colors and your aesthetic. And his colors he takes from, like, you pinch your finger and the red that comes up on your finger, that's your romantic color. And
hers is more purplish, mine's more orangish.
Yeah. And you pick some colors from your hair. But the interesting thing is that people look at my hair and they see brown hair, but Cheyenne looks at my hair and she's like, oh, I can see this blue color in your hair. And I can see
copper, I can see purple, I can see all the colors, really.
So she
can mostly is purples.
See these different colors in my hair and colors from your eyes. And so this is how he comes up with your colors. So of course
your silver strands have colors within them.
Yeah, they kind of
I would be very good at his job.
They kind of look like my eye makeup yesterday.
Yes,
I had the multiple color.
But it actually has some pink in it too.
But anyway, so the colors come from that in his system, and then he has 24 different archetype things. And mine is Earth Mother or Dusky Sun.
I don't remember what mine was called, but it had something to do with Renaissance.
Renaissance Summer, but I can't remember what his other word for it, because he has two names for
everything.
If I can
find it.
I could if I looked it up, because it's in my Kindle book. But
you sent me the Pinterest board.
But it's Earth Mother. Like, I'm the Earth Mother, and I'm the Hearth, and so on Discord, I call myself the Hearth Mother. And actually, that's what I'm feeling called to really be, is a homemaker. Beyond just creating my own home, but helping other homemakers make their homes and what they want it to be, decluttered, and systems and decorations, and just the things that one associates with homemaking. Because I want everybody to feel at home in their home. I want everybody to feel at home in their body, because right now, wherever you're living is your home. And the reality is, and I've gone through this because we've had a time where we lived in a hotel or motel for 6 weeks. So basically we were homeless. And so I've had to do a lot of healing about homeless. And I realized it's impossible to be homeless because you have a body, and home is wherever you are. So that's an interesting little concept that my brain took. Now you can have a place where you don't have a consistent roof over your head, but you have a home if you're basically at home in yourself, peace with yourself kind of thing. So anyway, Brandon has a comment there.
He's colorblind, but it seems really interesting.
Just because you're colorblind doesn't mean you don't look good in colors.
Yeah. Like I've told him multiple times, which shirts and stuff he looks good in, really good in. And I'm like, I don't know if you're allowed to wear those, because you just are very distracting for my brain. But I secretly love when he wears those things. And for some reason, I cannot find the board you sent me. But I'm finding all of these different things that I wanted you to make for me that I technically could make for myself.
Oh, all the crochet projects?
They're really simple ones that wouldn't actually take that much work. Look at that one. That one's fun. That one's not easy, but that one's fun.
Is that crochet or knitting?
I can't tell. Crochet. It says crochet.
Oh, okay. That is
free crochet
nice
pattern.
Very
show.
nice pattern. I don't know how well you can see it. It's basically a coat.
It says elf coat.
Yeah.
Photos and source with free crochet pattern. I sent it to you a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I'm not finding where you sent it to me, but I swear you sent it to me.
Possibly. Let me look it up in the Kindle book. It would be faster to find.
Much faster and more efficient. He can see the color green. That's why it's his favorite. What does everything else look like? Is it just gray and green?
Is there a typical kind of thing? Because I know that there's some people, like pink looks brown to them. And that, so there's like a different kinds of colorblind. And there's a website that actually will take and all of your, like if you give them some color scheme, it will tell you what it looks like to certain types of color blindness. So it will change
and I would love to know what the world looks like to him.
So if there's a particular type, oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Part of me wonders if he sees the world like a dog. Because they see in yellows and greens, I think. Or maybe that's cats. I don't know. Apparently, ladybugs see everything in pixelated black and white. I learned that from the aquarium.
You are not the sunset summer. Although that wouldn't be a bad choice. You're definitely... but there's actually another possibility, and I can't remember which one you decided. Renaissance Summer, the Drama Queen.
I should have known. What's the motto?
I go after what I want and look fabulous doing it.
Accurate.
Secret superpower. She's fearless. Let other people hang back and worry about how they look, what other people think, what might not turn out well. The Renaissance Summer rushes in where others fear to tread, and somehow she makes it work. Her kryptonite is when this drama queen is riding high, she's full of energy, enthusiasm, and brio. But when she's low, she's very low.
That could not be more true.
What's mine?
Brandon says, I can see green, brown, black, gray, and blue if it's transparent and hits the light right. I can see yellow too, but a lot of it depends on how light hits things. I struggle telling purple from blues, reds from orange, and other things.
My ex couldn't tell purple from blue for him unless they're sitting right next to each other.
I used to make fun of him.
Earth Mother. The archetype, or it's the dusky summer. The archetype is the Earth, and the motto is, I can help you make that better. The superpower is, this is the woman who brings out the best in everyone. What else are Earth Mothers for? Kryptonite. People who don't want help, don't realize they need help, or just don't want to change their situation can drive the dusky summer wild with frustration.
I have been known to drive her wild in the
She
past.
just doesn't get it. How can anyone not want to improve?
It's so accurate. Like, once you find yours, it's just so accurate.
Almost painful sometimes.
Yeah. Like, when I'm low, I'm really low. When I'm low, I'm literally physically ill to the point I can't get out of bed, and it literally can just be depression that is making me physically ill. I realized that was a big part of my chronic illness.
Read the personality traits for yours.
Ooh.
Let's see if it's still accurate to you. No doubt about it, the Renaissance Summer is a force to be reckoned with. This drama queen has her diva side, using her feminine wiles to get what she wants, but her sexy, sensual persona ensures that she usually achieves any goal she sets. She's fiercely loyal, and she'll maintain an alliance longer than any other archetype. No one thinks more quickly on her feet than she does, and no one keeps her balance better either. If the other summer types are in the context of the elements, the Renaissance summer is earth. She operates close to the ground, giving a whole new meaning to the phrase down to earth. Whereas most summers resemble watercolors, the Renaissance summer is painted in rich, sensuous oils that resemble a gentler version of autumn.
I love Renaissance coloring. That's seriously my favorite thing.
The personality of the Earth Mother. This mellow Earth Mother likes nothing better than to see people grow, flourish, and come into their own. She won't do your work for you, but she'll nurture you to the nth degree as long as you do your share. The dusky summer depends on having balance in her life, especially between work and time to de-stress. For this woman, I go to work and then relax at home will never offer enough room to decompress. She needs a career that has some built-in downtime, or better yet, one that allows her to work at home where she can incorporate the ebb and flow of the daily life into her work process. The Earth Mother impulses of the dusky summer reach beyond her intermediate circle to anyone she imagines is in need of helping hand. No one is more supportive of her community than she is, whether that support takes the form of participating in a neighborhood cleanup, volunteering at a local soup kitchen, or something as simple as making a donation to charity. One of the ways the dusky summer nourishes herself is by finding beauty in what others often find ordinary. She will be transported by the simple elegance of a wood grain or the warm mix of colorings on the front paw of a sheltered dog. Unlike some of her summer sisters, the dusky summer won't necessarily share these perceptions with you, although she is always ready to give and give and give some more. Her unique vision may be the one gift she keeps for herself.
Oh, mine's right after yours.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. David Zyla's work is fascinating. I get a little discouraged at his stuff because he's like, here's your 7 colors basically, and you have a range within those colors, but that's all you get to wear. And that kind of frustrates me because I'm like, well, what about all the other colors? But a lot of the colors that don't show up in my hair, eyes, skin, and stuff are not colors I want to wear anyway, so.
I just looked up David Zyla Drama Queen to see what would come up on Pinterest. And a lot of things that I would wear definitely came up.
One of the things I think in that one was the embroidered fabrics.
Yeah. I didn't find a, what's it called? Board, but I found a bunch of images.
His boards are hard to find, which is really strange.
No way. He says that I shouldn't wear denim. And then I realized I really do hate wearing denim. And so I stopped wearing denim. It's too stiff. And I thought that I would hate wearing overalls, but then I realized the overalls I would hate wearing are denim, and the overalls I love wearing are not.
She has a pair of linen denim, or linen overalls, and she's actually quite
enjoying. I have some cotton ones too.
Cotton and linen are good qualities for you. Oh, I think it is time to go. I'm making progress on my t-shirt. You can't tell looking at it, but here's
I'm
my
not.
t-shirt.
I'm gonna go lay down.
But I'm now finally on my second ball. Like I said, it makes me nervous because I'm like, that's only one ball of the yarn.
Good luck.
I really, really hope that it goes all the way because I only have 9 of them. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. And I hope you guys have a great week. We'll be back here next Monday. And next Monday, we should be able to tell you what the theme for the Magical Mail of next month is.
Even if I have to pick it, I'm going to try to convince either Marta or Brandon to pick it instead, though.
Unless I've got an email from somebody.
Unless you do
Get
that
a
email.
email. But yeah. Anyway, watch for whatever we have coming. I know I have a video coming out this week.
Oh.
ShiAnne has plans of a video that we'll be doing probably once a month for her. So it will be kind of fun to see what we have. Yes, we do. We're not announcing it until it's actually happening.
Yeah.
And then I have plans for something that's coming once a month. So it's probably going to be to where we do, like, I have an idea for 4 different video themes. My creative expressions that I'm already doing. The one that she's wanting to do. I was thinking we could have one where I actually just talk about the journals. Whatever's happening in the journal business kind of thing. It's a little segment. And then the hearth one.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm tired. It's bedtime, guys. It's
Feel good.
bedtime. So we love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And to all the replay people, thanks for coming and watching the replay and all that stuff. We'll see you guys next week.